Wanderers. Again, if you're new, this is where we look to take Bolton from League One to the Premier League. As you may not have known, we won the League One title last season and we were promoted obviously to the Championship. Without wasting no time, let's look at the league table. We have dropped 3 points. We have dropped 3 positions. We were 13th, but we've unfortunately dropped 16th, and you'll see why when we get to the schedule. But at the moment, we've played 24 games, won 7, drawn 10, and lost 7. So as you can see, it's actually not too bad. We're 31 points. That's the points that we have. We're 15 points away from relegation, which seems not too bad. You're probably going to look at another probably 10-15 points to be safe, but that's a good number that we have away from that relegation. But let's look at the schedule. It's been so difficult. You won't believe it. Let's go into the last game that we did play. That was our Fulham 2-2 draw, if I can find it. Okay, that's a bit much. That's a bit further forward. Yep, here we go. 2-2. Draw 2-2. As you can see here, went on an unbeaten run here. Drawing again with a big side like Brighton and Derby, winning 3-1 against Wolves. And then we drew against Middlesbrough away from home, which is always a good point against these big teams. Then we beat Birmingham 1-0. West Brom, which you cannot believe is away from home. And Charlton. Unfortunately, we lost to Preston, there, drawing with Brentford, and then you guys can see the rest. We was meant to come back for this game, the Portsmouth game. Unfortunately, that just didn't work out. We got a 1-1 draw. Then we went into winning ways, 4-3 against Luton away from home, and Barnsley winning 2-1. Again, these are points that we want to try and take away from home. A win is a bonus, but a point is what we want at least. Then we go to the Blackpool game, which again was very hard for us to take. We came back 1-1. We was losing with an own goal by our goalkeeper, which was just a silly goal. Sam Surridge with the goal. And unfortunately, they scored in the last minute of the game, which was very frustrating. Then you look at the Cardiff game, again, 94th minute. We were riding our luck. We were doing very well. And again, that's Football Manager for you. We lost 1-0 in the last minute. Then again, it's a 4-1 battering to Huddersfield. And again, let me warn you that this is not a 4-1 game. It was just ridiculous. You could see that we were winning 1-0. And then it took them 55 minutes for them to get an equaliser. And then from then, it was just silly goals. Just goals that you just expect, that you just know, yep, they're going to score. Then again, away from home, we did what we needed to do against a strong Crystal Palace side, which we drew 0-0 away from home. Again, like I said, getting those points away from home, it's what we require. A win is definitely a bonus. But again, against a team like Crystal Palace, I am not going to complain. Then again, you look at, we played Preston, and again, they have done the double. And again, it's a last minute goal again that is just punishing us. But if we go into the squad, the team is not doing that great, if I'm honest with you. A lot of hit and miss players that we have here at the moment. That's not what I want. We're just going to have a look once it allows me to do it. As always, I like to have a look and see where the goals are coming from, who's assisting and who's doing what they need to do. As you can see, Sam Surridge and Clark are with the top goal scorers of our team, followed by Etienne here, who's actually wanted by a few teams. He's wanted by Charlton. Few teams have come in for him. They were offering about 6.5 million. He is worth 8.5. I feel we can get probably between the 10-15 mark for him. So I did reject that. He's not a bit happy with that, but I'm not too bothered with that. Again, Brown Sterling actually been probably our first team player for a bit. He scored 4 goals, 1 assist, and then you can see the rest. Crawford has dragged himself back into the squad a bit. And that's about it. Again, if you don't know, we have changed the formation, tweaked it a little bit, just our mentality wise. It is our tactical style. Sorry, we are playing with a controlled possession. I just don't think we're strong enough doing the gegenpress, and I think if we just control the ball and just soak up the pressure and just play the ball nice and calmly with low tempo, that's just probably our game. And again, our game today is against a Norwich City team that's third in the table. We drew them at home. You're probably expecting that we're probably not going to get anything in this game. But again, like I said, if we can get a draw, that would be wonderful. Okay, so this is the team that we have at the moment. We have a few injuries. A few players that we don't really play. But Etienne is the defender. It's the midfielder, sorry, that we usually play. I have changed Rodriguez' position to a box-to-box. And I'm hoping that that will help. But as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, our team is to the bone. There's not a lot of players. There's not a lot of depth in the squad, I must say. That's the problem at the moment that we're having. So we're just going to play with this Politic on the left-hand side. And hopefully that's going to work for us. Put him as an inverted winger. As you can see now, he's getting more natural with that position as an inverted winger. And then we have Clark, who's come back, who's had an injury for us. He's going to come in today and have a bit and see how he does today. So again, it's Matthews in goal. We've got Boswick, Jackson, Boone, Tanganga and Ramsey as our defenders. In front of them in midfield, we have Rodriguez and Graham, followed by Politic, Crawford and Clark. And we've got Brown, Sterling leading the line. So let's get straight into the game. And hopefully we'll be able to get the points that we need. Again, I will happily take a point from a strong Norwich side. If we can get something from it, I'm not going to complain. But I think I'll be happy with just getting a point. But let's see what happens in the game. Again, just remember there's no pressure. Sometimes telling them there's no pressure just allows them to play with more freedom and no expectation. So I'm hoping that by doing that, that will make them actually concentrate. But let's just see how it goes. And we're just going to have to take it as it goes. Just want to have a little tweak. Let's play through the middle. Probably playing out of defence is not probably the best. Let's play for set pieces as always. In transition, let's just have a little look. Let's hold position. Let's play out to our full-backs. And I think I'm quite happy with that. We're probably going to have to get stuck in. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully that will work. Let's go narrow. And I think that's what we can do. But what I am going to do, I am going to drop the balance just to a cautious. And be aware, just because you are playing cautious doesn't mean it's more defensive. You can still be attacking while in a cautious mentality, just making your players aware of the team that they are playing, so to be wary of the team and the players that they have. But that's a good catch by Matthew, who kicks it over to a Norwich player, which I'm not sure why he has done. And it's a terrible misheader, which gives this Norwich guy a chance, and we managed to clear it out, which is good. And this could maybe be our counter, but no. We have to be very careful. This is a very, very strong Norwich side. There's not much we can do. But hopefully try and get a point. We got it last time at home. I'm not sure. I don't see why we can't do it again. But we're not on the best of forms. But let's just see how that goes. 32 minutes have gone. We've had only one shot on target. We are having the most possessions. But I will take that less highlight. But it seems as soon as I say that, it's a Norwich corner. They whip it in. We miss it. They strike it. And it's straight into the goal. And it's Ben Godfrey. And Politic seems to be tired in 39 minutes. I'm not too sure why. Just going to have to stay on. Don't really have much people that could come on. And this is not what we wanted. It's a terrible defensive corner. They whip it in. We miss the header. And Godfrey's there to take a shot. And we have someone on the post who just stands there, which is very silly. But there's nothing we can do. All I can do is just encourage them. And hopefully that could help. I'm not sure if that's going to make any difference. But that's all we can do. Ramsey and Politic are extremely tired. But there's not really much we can do. Let's just leave all of that to the assistant. At the moment, there's not much that's happened. So I'm going to change the cautious and we're just going to pull it to just a positive. Let's just try and go for it. We might as well. We have nothing to lose. So Politics is going to have to come off. And we're going to just have to put Eddie Brown on there. We will swap Jack Clark and Eddie Brown around. And we're going to take off Sterling. And we are going to put on Sam Surridge. Sterling is not having the best of games. So let's just put Sam Surridge there. And hopefully that could make a difference. But I'm not too sure it is. Crawford's playing a 6.3. That is not what we want. We're going to have to change that. The problem now is, do I put on... What do we do? Ideally, where can he play? Just as a centre midfielder. If Tanganga can play, no, just a centre midfielder. I'm just trying to figure out what we could do. In fact, I'm going to do this. This is a big gamble. And I know it probably doesn't... no, I don't want to do that. It's best yeah. We're going to have to do this. What I'm going to do is, we're going to take off Crawford once it allows me to take him off. Okay, sorry, wrong one. Sorry, I'm going like I've never played this game before. So Crawford is going to come off. We're going to have to put on Jordan Rhodes. Then we're going to have to change our formation here. That's the only thing we can do. Yeah, it's best we just play our normal. Let's have him as a target man on support, so he drops deep a bit. Okay, let's... this is all we can do at the moment, to be honest with you. It's not the best. It's not the best at all, but there's nothing we can do. We're just going to have to just see if we can snatch a late winner. Hopefully we can. What I am going to do, I'm going to demand more. I know I told them, but I feel like we should be doing a bit better. At the moment, we've had 3 shots, only 2 on target. But it's all been Norwich, to be honest. They've had 12 and 5 on target. We've had a lot of possession, but nothing we're doing with the ball. But Clark misses the header, but we just seem all over the place. That's the problem with us. We're very, very weak. We have no squad depth in the squad. It's a very, very small team that we have. But I guess regarding that, we don't have a lot of financial power. It's also not bad that we're doing. We're still managed to just be about 15 points away from the relegation zone. And that's it. I guess we're just going to have to take it. We're not getting destroyed by teams. We're just losing by the point. And I know if I had better players, I probably would be able to do better. But let's see, is Rose with the ball who plays it into Jackson. Can we get a late winner? I'm sorry, late winner. I mean, can we get a late goal to snatch a draw? But again, our wingers and everybody's just... I don't know what it is, but maybe don't score. Yeah, maybe it's just the quality of the players are just really showing now. We got 2.5-star keeper, so I guess you can't complain. And it's 2-0 now. Adam Idam makes it 2-0, and again, it's annoying. There's always someone's first goal of the season, but by stats you would say it's obviously all Norwich. But key highlights is they've only had about 1 chance, 2 or 3 chances, but there's nothing we can do. We're just going to have to deal with it. We're not a strong team. Again, we're just going to have to be fighting for relegation for a very long time. It's going to take us extremely long time to get to the Premier League, only because we have no our finances are terrible. Forget about not having all the money, but it's all about having something to work with. We have nothing to work with. We've had to deal with all loans that we don't have to pay any wages to, and that just happens to be people that are not that great. They're not of championship level. There's no one in this team that's of championship level as far as I'm concerned, regardless of what they've contributed this season. Especially our goalkeeper, and as you just see there, that's his second goal of the season, and it's 3-0. But it just shows exactly that. Look at our defence. We're playing the left back in defence. That just says it all. But there's nothing I can do. We just have to just deal with it. It's 3-0 against a strong Norwich side, and we just have to deal with it. And that's the end of the game. It's not much you can say. That's expectation that you would expect to happen, and that's just it. We just go on again, and hopefully we avoid relegation. But there's no reason why we can't drop to the relegation. So we're not clear whatsoever. So we can see here that Birmingham has dropped. No, sorry, Blackburn, have dropped down. So we're still on 31. That's still about 14 points. 14 points away from 22nd. We've got to be careful. I just don't want us to go to that stage where we're losing so much games where we get dragged all the way down. But we need to be careful because we can drop 18th. I'm not too sure where the goals are going to come from. I'm not too sure where the points are going to come from. All I can do is pray. But let's look at the schedule and see where we're going to come back. We're going to play a whole lot of games because, to be honest with you, I want this season to be over. So what I'll do, I'll come back for the Luton game here. So I'm going to play a chunk of games, and we're going to come back for the Luton game. It's not what I wanted, but it's what I expected from this game against Norwich. With a size squad that we have, with the depth we have and the quality we have, I'm not expecting much. This is what's going to happen. Hopefully next season we can get some money, and again, as I keep saying in most episodes, we need an investor to come in to provide some sort of money. I don't care how much it is, but we need something, because at the moment we're just going to end up going down to League One if we're not careful. But there's a lot of games to play, and we've got a lot of big teams, and I'm not sure how we're going to get these points. But I'm hoping the next time I see you guys at the Luton game, we've made some sort of strides and build up some points. But again, thank you very much for watching. This is Football Manager Maniac. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and bye.